I'm back. Kita kelarin story quest Chiori dulu ya. Halo, I'm back. Mulai besok aku tidak streaming dulu by the way, sampai seminggu. Jadi ini aku nanti habis ini aku stream HSR. Terus udah deh. Tak. Penuh tak? Enggak ya? Oke. Kalian komisi dulu lah ya. Ada nak? Halo nak. Ohayo. Udah. Pin. Aku menang Chiori. Aku juga menang nih Chiori. Aku menang red off ya. Hoki buat hoki ya. Lah. Atas ya. PT berapa? Aku PT gede ya. PT 70-an. Lu hoki atau PT 16 doang dong? Salah. Aku lagi ngembangin Chiori juga sih. Chiori ku masih belum jadi banget. Nabung PT iseng-iseng kuning. Waduh. Lu emang gak ada niatan ambil Chiori kak? So it me a good grade. Plus bonus bisa C6 guru. Buset, guruku udah C berapa ya? Guruku masih baru dah kemarin. Aku baru dapat guru C1 sih. Tapi aku baru dapat guru 2 kali. Jadi C1 deh. Gila, C6 guru tuh itu apa sih ininya? Kelebihan dari guru itu aku belum pernah pakai guru by the way. Cari ini ya. Aku udah tahu nih di mananya. Cari bahan. Ini. Di sini. Ini, langsung dapat. Yoi. Enggak, malah niatanku mau buat. Oh, lu memang enggak niat nge-pull Chiori toh. Pengen si Arlecchino ya. Kayaknya C6 guru defense deh. Oh, mirip sama itu, Kak. Sama Noel. Mirip-mirip. Sekali. Biasanya aku weekly boss dulu sih. CDM loh ya. Mirip-mirip Noel berarti ya. Noel DPS. Ambil dulu lah ini. Noelku udah C6. Ini yang haluan kejar Red Horn. Asem. Red Horn asem itu nambahin CDM-nya si itu kan. Pedang gede yang warna merah. Aku juga belum punya. Itu bukan senjata si Ito ya?
Thank you for
Zing. Sebentar. Udah kita ini dulu aja ya. Iya, 3 kali weekly. Best in slot buat 0 DPS. Tapi aduh gila banget tuh mainin defense kayak gitu ya. Aku juga udah C6 sih beda. Tapi aku belum main Geo. Geo gue paling jongli sama ini doang paling. Yang Noel boleh juga sih dinaikin sih. Nantilah kalau misalnya ada cukup banyak material aku naikin Noel sampai level 90 lah ya. Bisa nggak ya dia?
Bow before me, worm.
Aku nggak tahu tuh sih.
Solidify.
Belum pernah.
The world, come on! Rest and rebuild! Covenant of the deep! Delicate as silk!
This is order.
Udah
Insignificant.
cepat juga kan. Masalahnya Noel, Goro, astaga.
1,000 eons.
3 Geo.
Mine to dominate. Burn to oblivion. Solidify. Kneel. Reality is pain.
Reality is pain. Cek aja nanti se-OP apa buff Goro C6. Oh tuh nambahin attack ya? Apa? Nambahin ngebuff Geo ya? Mirip kayak Yunjin loh. Iya kan ya? Yunjin.
Gather. Burn to oblivion.
Gila banget.
Kneel. Good riddance.
Kan ini kan disebab. Oh bentar, aku nggak ada. Astaga, ini gagal lagi.
Solidify.
Bisa nggak nih? Nggak bisa, mati aku. Coba pakai ini. Mati aku.
Stabilize.
Allow me! Shower me with praise!
Aku nggak ada itu lagi yang aku buat ngehancurin ininya. Baru hancur asem. Pelan banget hancurnya. Kalau Yunjin kan quick buff normal. Oh.
Awakens.
No, Furina.
Now.
Tapi ini tenang kan?
Kneel. Solidify.
Jadi lama asem karena kita tidak ada buat menghancurin ininya.
Tremble.
Jadi lama.
Gather.
Udaranya masih banyak ya? Oh iya. Jadi mau buat kayak Yoimiya hyper carry atau Ayato hyper carry butuh biar naikin attack speed juga deh.
Allow me!
Reality is
Jadi lama gini ya kan?
stabilize.
Strike a pose! Let's move out. Hold the line!
Burn to oblivion.
jadi berapa tahun ya? Masa bunuh ini dong, bisanya cepat ini jadi lama ya. Kalau Yoimiya mainnya attack speed sih, Ayat juga mainnya attack speed tuh. Apalagi ya mainnya attack speed ya. Kayak itu termasuk attack speed juga. Ini pakai apa ya? Aku pakai Geo oke nggak nih? Oke sih sebenarnya. Gas. Gila. Kristalnya lumayan banget tuh. Lihat kristalnya. So ambil kristalnya dong.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine. Rest and rebuild. Yeah!
Cek Hutau nak 2. Hutau gue udah perfect. Buset, apa tuh? Bisa gitu tuh. Perfect.
Shower me with praise.
Order guide you.
Tuh.
Allow me.
Solidify.
Drops of color. Scatter. Billowing surge. Strike a pose. Yeah.
Nah, Sem nih jadi
This is order. Stabilize.
Let the world come alive. Hold the line.
Sem keras banget langsung dia.
Solidify. I
Padahal
will have order.
Turret, bring refuge. I am the cutting edge of fashion. Ha! Yoo-hoo!
udah. Betul Chiori pakai weapon apa tuh? Ya, senjatanya Ayat tuh. Agak lain sih, tapi ya udah.
Time to shine. Shower me with praise. Allow me.
This is order.
Udah. Beres. Cepat juga loh. Ini lebih bagus Sem daripada yang biasa ya. Mainnya aman soalnya. Tapi nggak pakai nahida ya. Nggak pakai belum-beluman. Tinggal terakhir ini. Si ikan paus ini yang paling lama yang dibunuh. Jadi pakai Sina. Buset lah Sina baru. Bentar, itu ininya bukan? Bukan. Iya nggak sih? Udah aku Misugi. Apa tuh Cina pada tuh? Cek ku tahu kok. Buset. Katanya ini udah sempurna ini Hitau Witras anjay. Gila banget.
Silly churl,
30.000 kok.
silly
IM-nya gede banget.
churl.
Wah gede banget asem. Kok bisa segede ini? Asem dia pakai ininya, pakai signature. Oh iya, gede banget CDM-nya asem. Makanya bingung juga aku cek besar. Buset gede banget asem ini bagus banget nih. Ada HP, ada CDM. Aurora bisa ada pakai gini-gini ya? Aku belum pernah ini loh. Cara lebih gede daripada CDM loh ini loh. Serem banget, serem atau ini. Dia 2 kali lipatnya loh ini. Bukan 1/2 lagi ya. Aku mau lihat Chiorimu dong. Nggak ada Chiori dong. Aku pengen lihat Chiorimu dong. Ini gede banget itu. Aku pengen lah lihat Chiorinya dong. Itu gede banget tuh CDM-nya tuh. Dengan CR yang 70-an%. Naiknya ada IM pula lagi tuh.
Solidify.
Kalau main melt atau apa itu gede banget.
Yoo-hoo! Hold the line.
Hai ya. Agak berat. Oh.
Strike a pose.
Udah loh.
Let's go, tomato.
Let's go tomato.
Stabilize.
Shower me with praise. Allow me.
Order guide you.
Gila banget ya.
Gather.
Sinabar tuh weapon B4 event 23. Hah? Lama banget aku. Mana? Oh.
Strike a pose. Let lightning.
Gak salah.
Billowing surge. Lend me a hand.
Dia jadi keras gini ya tuh si ininya.
Stabilize.
Tim keras ya tuh nih. Tim mahal loh.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
This is order.
Langsung pecah ah.
Gather.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide. Hold the line. Turret, bring refuge.
I will have order.
Scatter.
Serem lah. Belum selesai buat Chiori itu, ini masih buat Chiori dulu. Udahlah, kasih lihat dulu lah. Kan penasaran banget. Dapat 2 mantap. Aku butuh tuh buat naikin Chiori. Talentnya Chiori. Mau nggak ya? Butuh sih aku. Tinggal reputasi ya. Aku reputasi bentar lah. Aku masih belum kelar weekly sama sekali ya. Darahku sekarang lagi. Kamu tahu gak sih kenapa aku pakai Chiori di tim? Biar naikin friendship point-nya. Kalau enggak kita nggak bakal bisa naikin tuh. Kita pakai ini dulu. C6 Farujan udah, C6 Guru udah, sisa C6 7 Mika sama Yunjin. Asem C6-nya kamu B4-nya kamu kelarin semua dong. C6 Farujan tuh buat Xiao ya?
Strike a pose.
guide you.
Time to shine!
Banyak.
Covenants of the deep!
Wih, Chiori. Beda, ayo. Ini Chiori ya, bukan Chiori. Kayak yogurt asam. Asam jadi yogurt asam nih. Coba Anemo, CDM Anemo naik 40%. Wah gila sih asam. Bahkan Farujanku masih belum C6. Oke, Farujanmu udah C6 aja. Ada NH loh. NH. Kamu udah buat Chiori belum? Aku udah jadi nih Chiori. Belum jadi banget sih.
Solidify.
Hold the line! I am the cutting
Aja lah.
edge of fashion! Ha!
I will have order.
Boom.
Let the world collide! Turret, bring refuge!
Gather.
Sakit juga asem si Chiori, maksudnya Chiori. Kok gacha? Masih lampu-lampu. Oh masih, bentar. Kok gacha? Masih lampu-lampu lo ya? Udah tuh cek aja Chioriku. Mau dong. Mau lihat. Chiori. Lihat dong. Oh ini Cinabar astaga. Nya 2 cok. Lu ketika M1 ini naikin defense loh. Oh. Oke juga sih kalau naikkan defense. Oh dia memang masih belum dikasih arti ya. Oh masih bugil ya berarti ya. Oh ini aku baru tahu asem. Aku nggak punya loh by the way. Cinabar aku ada nggak ada asem. Bentar ini bisa aku naikin jadi kerasnya ini banyak banget lagi. Aku kebanyakan ambil ini atau nggak ada sama aku. Coba lihat Chiori that's the best istilah buat Chiori. Iya Goro bisa ngebuff si Chiori juga. Si itu juga ya kan itu weapon event. No aku belum main loh 2.3 loh. Tuh pedang sih itu ya. Tuh pedang tuh langka loh kalau yang namanya pedang. Pedang sebenarnya attack physical apa sebenarnya EM. Langka sih yang ada defense gitu. Langka banget. Coba kita lihat punya si N. NH Chiori masih level 60 dong. Level 90-in woy. Aku udah level 90 loh. Wah asem defense-nya gede cu. Wow ini masih semi di build ini ya, masih awal-awal ya. 63 149. Iya ini masih benar-benar. Kau pakai arti apa badan? Oh dia juga pakai Cinabar. Aduh pada punya ini dong. Aku pengen punya ini loh. Aduh. Lah golden drop. Wah. Nanya attack persen lagi. Geo ya. Oh no. Wah gede ya temen. Ini bagus tuh. Wah stop. Oh ini masih belum dinaikin. Asam Cinabar asam ditekankan pula itu asam Cinabar sama weapon B3 Harbinger 11-12 tapi saya HP dia 90%. Gila banget. Aku cuma apa ya? Chioriku ya udah lumayan sih tapi CDM-nya kurang. CDM-nya malah gedein di CR. Aku ada shield strength buat apa lagi shield strength? Aku baru naik pakai Haran agak aneh. Haran itu ganti aja sih harusnya. Tapi nggak ada yang bagus asam. Ini IR atau CDM. sebentar dulu paling. Oh nggak ada si Cina Bara tuh. Habis Mora, habis buku XP, habis kerja. Hah? Habis semua? Saya nggak ketinggian, kayak 70 ya CR-nya. Makanya aku naikin ini Opulent Dream sama Nighttime Whisper. Aku kalau misalkan kalau misalkan kamu lihat, aku coba kamu lihat antara ini atau ini. Ini ada 17%. Mending ini mending ini sih. Nah, ini sama tapi beda tuh. Ini nggak ada naikin CDM sebenarnya loh. Ini udah bagus. Aku bingung juga mau ganti yang mana. Ini aku pakai apa ya? Ini aku pakai yang random gini dah. Cimoriku kan sub DPS, jadi nggak ada GT. Kalau on field jadi aku pengen naikin defense sih sebenarnya. Defense-nya gede juga naikin damage-nya juga soalnya. Defense di sini aku butuh, terus CDM di sini aku juga butuh CDM. Jadi aku biasanya kalau yang kemarin tuh aku buka CDM, apa yang gede CDM di sini aku pakai aja. Tapi harus ada CR. Tuh kayak gini dulu lihat, nggak ada CR kan ya. Tapi kalau misalnya mau aku naikin bisa juga sih kayak gini. Berharap CR-nya naik. Bingung. Jadi masih sementara sih pakai itu. Sementara dulu. Aku ini dulu lah ya. Aku reputasi dulu. Reputation dulu, baru kita ke quest Chiori. Udah ini ya. Aku nanti mau cari artinya si Chiori juga. Gila, Chiori si RH ini sub DPS loh ya. Kayak gitu. Tapi defense-nya gede tuh, lumayan. Defense-nya gede banget malah itu. Oh ini.
What you got?
Yoo-hoo! Allow me!
Fury!
What the heck?
Corrupted code. Scatter!
This is order.
Let my name echo in song!
Stabilize.
Udah gede juga di mic-nya ya. Oke juga lah by the way. Terus kita baru yang item. Ini kita butuh moranya doang sih. By the way, moraku udah gede banget. Moraku udah tidak bisa dihitung lagi ya. Saking banyaknya. Sampai aku naikin punya sebenarnya aku naikinnya punya Chiori juga ini ya, juga masih banyak moraku loh. Moraku udah nggak habis. Mana sih? Ke tengah lapangan kan? Oh ini.
3? No, wait. Looks like 4.
Malah kartu. Jangan main kartu lah. Kita mau ini dulu. Kasih. Aku banyak banget. Aku ada 2000 salah.
Looks like.
Oh ini bunuh si Drake. Oh, bunuh yang itu. Let's go. Nge-lag asem. Pingku gede banget ya.
Shower me with drip. Hold the line. Covenant of the deep.
Order guide you.
Gila gede banget. Gimana kasih ini juga ya? Tapi ini belum jadi loh, bos. Masih setengah jadi ya. Sorry. Kemana tuh? Udah spiral. Udah reset ya? Belum. Bentar. Oh, ini.
Gather.
Let the world collide. Rest and rebuild.
I will have order.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Yeah.
Langsung beres. Aku spiralnya pas nunggu Chioriku jadi dulu lah ya. Aku Chioriku masih belum jadi banget sih, by the way. Anjir, belum spiral lebih aja dibandingkan spiral. Iya kah? Are you sure about that? Lebih gampang. Lebih AZ. Tergantung Asam. Ada yang lebih aja, ada yang lebih susah kan ya. Orang mah beda-beda Asam. Bentar, aku heal dulu Asam. Nah, penuh. Iya kak, lebih gampang. When character create geoconstruct and list of shockwave. Woi, ini buat Chiori nih Asam. Asam itu dibikin buffnya berdasarkan geo gitu, kayak Chiori banget. After character trigger a vaporize reaction and vaporize. Berarti wait. Vaporize. Air sama api kah? Ini api nih. Kok bau-baunya kok masih pakai tim awal ya? Bau-baunya kayak gitu loh. Tim awal tuh kalian tahu kan maksudnya apa? Maksudnya bau tim awal tuh ini ya. Apalah. Tim awal gitu ya kayak begini-gini ya udah ya. Mana tim awal gitu kayak gini-gini ya tim awal-awalku udah nggak ada lagi pergi dari sini cuma gini doang tim gede dulu udah sudah hyper belum aku yang biasa doang yang belum doang ini ujungnya Chiori tidak kepake ujung-ujungnya nih di spiral ini apa sih
There is no escape.
Another test.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Teamwork is dreaming. Hey, shine down. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. No, my sword.
Itu vaporize kan ya? Air sama api gitu. Oh iya, aku baru sadar aku nggak ada ini dong.
Everyone focus. Position.
Nggak ada kayak
The Temple of Wisdom.
A bit of help.
kayak yang untuk hyper bloom.
Dance with the waves. I see everything.
Hyper bloom tuh butuhnya cookie Shinobu kan ya? Atau Visual gitu ya? Aku malah belum build loh sama sekali.
down. Nice and spicy. No, my sword. Ring cutter. I'm going in. Eat this. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ini benar-benar semua apa-apaan tuh?
There is no escape. Boba, get them.
Belum cookie ya. Kukiku masih belum kebut sama sekali ya. Aku bingung juga sama aggravate physical, aggravate.
Everyone hold hands. Shower me with praise.
So with me were girl.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let my name echo in song.
Another test.
I see everything.
Seems like an emergency.
This dance is for you.
Masih awal sih ini, masih gampang sih. Nanti aku penasaran sama yang lantai 12 dulu.
Illusion shot. Nice and spicy.
Salah pencet aku.
Let's light it up. Let me read you a verse. Torn to oblivion.
Salah tuh.
Shine down. Rain outlines your fate. Teamwork is strength. Your taste. Now you shall perish.
Pay your dues.
Here.
Bahasan dulu nggak sih?
Time to shine. Make yourselves a home.
Mind the side effects. Can't run from death.
Ujung-ujungnya ini pakainya sama lagi ya tuh. Tuh, sama lagi ya. Paling bedanya paling cuma di sini doang. Raiden, Yelan. Ini buat nembak si yang terbang-terbang atau apa. Baru sama lagi. Kok aku nggak merasa Chiori kepake ya di sini ya. Chiori kayaknya tidak kepake banget atau di sini. What the hell? No, padahal di buffnya ada ditulis ya.
Strike a pose. With all my strength.
Remember, health comes first.
Let the world collide. Sharing my knowledge.
Oke, semuanya ya.
Everyone hold hands. Illusion shattered. Boba, get them. Everybody stand up. Eat this.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Torn to oblivion. Ha!
Aku jarang dengar yang bahasa Jepang ya. Aku bahasa Inggris loh semenjak install ulang Windows.
I see everything. Positions. Let my name echo in song. Everyone hold hands. Yoo-hoo!
Taking a turn for the better.
Protect you. All eyes on me.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Teamwork is strength.
Quietly now.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Ha!
Oke.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand.
Your journey ends here.
Make yourselves a home. Let the world collide.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Buset, langsung beres dong.
down.
Ngelek tuh.
Let's light it up.
Busted. Take it easy.
Everybody stand back. Eat this.
Here comes the catch.
Insolent torn to oblivion.
Waduh, ada makhluk Sumeru. Ada makhluk Sumeru, cok. Oh, ini harus Geo nih. Oh, ini kita akhirnya pakai Geo. Akhirnya ada buff buat Geo. Ya udah, Geo kita naikin ke tim 2 aja berarti ya. Tim 2 soalnya ada makhluk ini. Ada makhluk Sumeru. Berarti yang pertama air ya. Air. Oke, kalau air kita bisa pakai yang Vapores ya. Bentar. Air. Udah tidak perlu itu lagi. Yang ini udah pasti lah ya, 2 ini. Ini butuh Kajuha nggak ya? Yang di tim pertama ada ini nggak sih? Yang berhubungan sama elektro gitu nggak sih? Ada sih. Tapi ini bukan elektro sih, aman sih. Swan One Beast ini. Penasaran sama si Anjo nih. Penasaran banget gue. Coba lah ya. Atau ini pakai ini apa namanya, pakai Nahida. Oke nggak sih kalau Nahida gini? Burgeon dong, coba ya. Harusnya dibawa. Aduh, jangan ke Komi ya, Xianyun aja ya. Itu dulu.
Illusion shattered. Everyone hold hands. Boba, get them. I'm going in. You're toast. I see everything. There is no escape.
Sak juga.
Now you shall perish.
Kelewatan dong.
Shine down. Nice and spicy. Hey. Yeah. Sharing my knowledge.
Asem dia pakai itu dong.
Eat this. Illusion shattered.
Sakit juga ya.
Torn to oblivion.
Pakai dah gue. Halo. Ya, oke sih.
Stabilize.
Strike a pose. Hold the line. Time to shine.
Kan bisa.
Torrents bring refuge.
This is order.
Halo.
Delicate as silk.
Solidify.
What the hell?
Let the world
Ini jadi agak lama gini ya. Di Mac-nya nggak ada kan? Kayak di Mac-nya kekurangan kan? Dapat itu sih, Crystallize.
There is no escape.
Ini nih si Xiangwen ini nih. Harus dibunuh kan?
Going in. You're toast. Make yourself a
Dulu
move.
langsung.
Hey. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Mana kau ini?
Illusion shattered. Everyone hold hands. Teamwork is tricky. Eat this. Sharing my knowledge. Now you shall perish.
Oke, ada lah. Halo. Salah penceres.
Rusty, rebuild. Billowing surf.
I will have order.
I will have order. Makhluk Sumeru masuk ini. Nyebelin banget aku ini si makhluk Sumeru dulu banget aku lawan dia nggak ada yang bener. Udah lah. Oh, one more.
Time to shine.
Udah lah.
Gather. This is order.
Gila juga Sam, 75% loh.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Serem lah Sam. Bonekanya ini sakit lah. Bonekanya si Chiori ini sakit loh. Udah kayak udah kayak bonekanya Furina, petnya Furina.
Shine down.
I see everything.
Ini dulu harus mati berbarengan ya.
Get them. Everybody stand back.
Illusion shattered.
Hey. The Temple of Wisdom. Nice and spicy.
Torn to oblivion.
Ya dua-duanya harus mati bareng-bareng.
Solidify.
Hold the line. Let my name echo in song.
Gila banget itu.
I will have order.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Tidak kena dong. Bodoh amat atau tidak kena.
Let the world come alive.
Gila. What? Apa nih? Flow this flow only the leyland flow will be normal. Normal? Langka banget Sam dikasih normal kayak gitu. Ya udah, kalau normal kita udah nggak pakai Chiori dulu. Kita pakainya yang combo biasa kita ya. Mungkin yang atas pakai Oke. Atas pakai yang sama. Yang bawah pakai Ray deh. Katanya normal soalnya ini. Bentar. Yang ketiga atau apa ini? Oh. HP. Jangan. Biasa aja.
I see everything. Here. Make yourselves at home. Time to shine. The doctor will see you.
Remember, help comes first.
Hey. Dance with the waves. Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge. Strike a pose.
Belum mati dong.
I see everything.
Loh.
Let the world come alive.
Mind
Dua-duanya harus mati juga kayaknya.
Stop that. The Temple of
Kan
Wisdom.
dua-duanya harus mati juga loh ini.
This dance is for you. Position.
taking a turn for the better.
The doctor was. Yeah. Everyone hold hands. Please remain seated. Time to shine. Pardon me. The banquet is nearing.
Oke. Kelamaan gak sih? Kelamaan loh bener.
Rain outlines it. Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Eat this.
Rain cutter. Now you shall perish.
Burgeo, asam serem banget Burgeonya.
There is no escape.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, everybody stand. Witness the power of the wild. Inazuma shines eternal.
Inazuma Sign Eternal.
Hey! Share my knowledge!
Yeah.
All eyes on me.
Everyone hold hands! Let the world collide!
Seems like an emergency.
Yoo-hoo! I see everything! Make yourselves at home!
Mind the side effects.
Time to shine! Hey!
No.
Everyone hold hands!
This dance is for you.
The doctor was stealing.
Taking a turn for the better. A bit.
Let my name echo in song! The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything!
Lumayan rusuh ya, tapi ya yang penting lulus.
Time down.
At the right hand, it's
Rain outlines your fate.
Lah,
Let's light it up. Teamwork is. Let me weave you a bow.
eat this!
sekali lagi deh ini. Kumpulnya.
There is no escape. Adventure time.
What is this? Oh. Yang mana sih yang asli? Oh ini.
Nice and spicy!
I'm going in.
You're tight!
Witness the power.
Nah,
To oblivion.
all in. Mana?
Illusion shattered. Know my soul. Rain outlines your.
At the frying pan,
Teamwork is dream. Let me weave you a verse.
eat this!
Sempet
Time
gak?
down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Sempet akhirnya. Kurang berapa detik doang atau 2 detik atau apa gitu.
Hey! Strike a pose!
Mind the side effects.
Dance with the waves! Let the world collide!
Remember, health comes first.
Share my knowledge! Committed to memory! All my strength! The doctor was stealing.
A bitter purpose.
Yoo-hoo! Let's play pretty little. Time to shine! The Temple of Wisdom!
Gila hampir mati loh. Bang.
This dance is for you! The doctor was stealing. Committed to memory! Let the world collide!
Ini rusuh banget, rusuh Azam.
Emergency.
Make yourselves at home! Let's play pretty little. Positions!
Rusuh banget. Berusuh ya.
There is no escape.
Nice
Ini
and
apa?
spicy!
Aku belum pernah lawan ini. Oh, ini Geo. Asem.
Everybody stand back.
You're toast!
Oh, ini Geo toh. Pantan aja.
Illusion shattered. Let's light it up. Now you shall perish.
Asem ini Geo. Aku pakainya bukan Geo dong. Keren banget Azam.
Rain outlines your
Kalau gitu aku pakai Geo ya.
I'm going in. Witness the power of Gua. Shine down.
Agak lain sih.
Illusion shattered. Everybody stand back. Know my sword. Yeah, let's light it up.
Ini agak lain sih ya.
Ring cutter.
Kalau dia sih lompatnya lebih cepat. Oh iya ya.
Torn to oblivion.
Lompat ya. Oh, astaga.
Illusion shattered.
Aku buta.
Rain outlines your
Walah.
fate. Know my sword. Teamwork is strength. Let me weave you a verse. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered. Let's light it up.
Sempet nggak?
Rain outlines your fate. Everybody stand back.
Thank you loh. Aku baru tahu Azam kalau misalkan itu pakai lompat. Iya. Iya, akhirnya kita bisa story quest Chiori ya, Sam. Nah, itu bisa lompat toh. Kalau misalkan dia lagi itu ya. Aku tidak mengikuti arahan itu lah. Aku kayak dulu pernah ada event kayak gitu-gituan ya. Tapi aku lupa. Yeah. Salah. Thank you nah. Aku terbantu loh. Kalau enggak tuh lambang tuh nggak bakal bisa 3 star. Oke, beres. Oke, sekarang kita tinggal. Oh, bentar. Ada yang belum beres loh, Mas. Bentar. Kita pulang ke kota tercinta kita dulu ya. Kita bikin 18. Baru 2. Ini 0 lah. Ini buat quest doang sih, masak 20 makanan buat weekly kita. Tinggal ini buat weekly doang ini. Aku udah tidak butuh batu sih by the way, aku udah punya banyak batu sih. Ini buat quest doang asli, biar cepat ke level max battle pass. Nggak boleh membership kok, belum. Aku masih sibuk di real life kan, nanti baru buka lah ya. Yuk, quest yuk. Gas. Let's go Chiori ya. Chiori chapter Act 1. Chiori ya, oke. Oh ini. Let's go deh. Yes. Ini lama gak sih ini? Udah jam 5 sih by the way. 1 jam bisa lah ya, 1 jam. Oke, bentar aku lupa lah. Claim. Ini pada belum kelar semua. Ini ya.
It seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine. Look at that. Roadside signs as far as the eye can see. Let's see what they're for.
Chiori, gak tau belum jalanin quest dia. Oh ya kan? No. Chiori.
Is this really okay? I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all. I have only the fullest faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chiori boutique dress for my wedding.
Oh,
I really
dia
thought
pengen
the
pakai
chance had passed
dress
me
yang
by.
buat pernikahannya.
Wait, isn't that Chiori? She's actually at her shop today?
Wih, ini mungkin karena Fontaine Fashion Week ya mungkin.
Oh, you've got a point there. Well, once she's done with her customer, we can go and ask her.
I'm a woman of my word.
Wih.
If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises.
Gila.
Now, remember to not fold the gown or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Wah, dia mau ngedesain dress pernikahannya loh.
Chiori, you're actually at your shop today.
Chiori.
Is that really so shocking? It is mine after all. Anything you're looking for today? A custom design or perhaps some ready-to-wear outfits for kids?
Wih, mau nggak ya kita ya ngedesain? Mau.
Hey, Papa's not a kid.
We actually want to ask about Fontaine Fashion Week.
Oh, that. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ya kita bisa volunteer sih.
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun, but it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs too?
Of course.
Wih.
All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction.
Yes.
Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Iya sih, brandnya si Chiori ini udah gede banget ya.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chiori designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Oh, dia lagi nunggu kainnya.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Wih, di material kainnya pasti bagus banget, Asem.
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics.
Dari Inazuma.
The textures are pleasant to the touch,
Gila.
and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Ugh, something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Excuse me.
Eh.
Coming through. Coming through.
Kirara.
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know
Oh,
it's
dia yang
gonna take some
ngantar.
time.
Dia yang ini.
Really sorry.
Dia yang ngantar, Asem. Jalan kaki ya, Asem, dia.
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Oh, so Kirara's the courier you were talking
Kurirnya,
about.
Asem, Kirara.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's been a while.
It has indeed.
Wait a second. This is the second time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now, isn't it? Oh, you somehow always happen to catch me off my game, huh?
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays,
Delay?
bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble,
Bit of
that's all.
trouble. Oh, ini gara-gara berarti ada ini nih.
Bandits, then? Or
Dia
treasure hoarders?
agak bohong sih ya.
A few run-ins on the road aren't
Mungkin ada
usually enough
masalah
to
ya.
give you any trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone
Akhirnya
exactly.
goyang-goyang asam.
I just got a little lost.
Your tail.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Ketahuan dah.
All right. I was stopped by a group of bandits as
Oh,
soon as
ada
I entered
bandit.
Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komunia Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
So it was a targeted hit?
Targeted hit.
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
Oh, banditnya ngincar barang-barang Chiori.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them.
Buset.
Otherwise, they'd stuff me
Dibegal
into my
langsung di tengah
delivery
jalan.
box and toss me into the sea to drown.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Iya, ayo oke.
I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after.
Iya.
You've got
Udah
other
tahu ya?
deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Asal dicurigai ya tuh sama Chiori.
Um,
Kok dia geng-geng lagi ya, tapi dia bohong asal.
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you
Oh
on
my
my
god,
review.
mau dikasih bintang kecil loh. Bintangnya kecil kayaknya. Jangan lah.
you always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk.
Biar kasih bintang 5 ya.
So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chiori Boutique's delivery.
Ada orang yang mau bayar mereka untuk untuk ngambil ini ya, ngambil Chiori.
And who
Delivery
might this
ya?
person be?
Siapa orangnya?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and you've still got Fashion Week to worry
Siapa
about.
tuh ya?
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here.
Oh.
Anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends deserves a stern talking to
Wih.
and then some.
Keren banget.
All right. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Uter. No, that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up
Aku
to
pernah
you.
dengar tuh. Yang rumahnya dekat pantai bukan?
So you both know this Uter guy?
Aku pernah dengar lah tuh.
Through Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a fellow fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Oh. Dia juga fashion designer
So
ya?
he's like a business rival.
Iya.
A rival
A
is what you
rival.
call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however, just has it out for me as a designer. He's publicly disparaged my design choices, my use of materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty.
Buset.
Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Oh no. Dia pengen kasih pelajaran ya.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson. You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Gila, dia yang mau turun tangan atau?
Chiori! Wait!
And she's gone.
And she's gone.
Oh no. What should we...
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Iya loh, kita khawatir ya.
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will feel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week.
Oh iya dong.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and
Nanti
check out the
nanti
situation for
dia
me?
dapat
As
penilaian
a
buruk. Ya?
formal employee of Komunia Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get
Oke,
involved.
kita yang bantu dia.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
Yes.
Well, to be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
Uter guys safety ya. Oh iya ya, Uter ini pasti dalam masalah. When they talk about tonight. Si sorry. Jauh pak? Enggak gitu jauh sih. Ini dia. Asem dia langsung minta chef terus dong.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Oh.
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that.
Officer.
Oh? And I see the Traveler and Paimon are here too.
Halo.
Chevras, we meet again.
Has everything been going
Well,
well?
things have been fine on my end. We were able to bring in a large number of recruits thanks to that film we made.
Ih,
I suppose the trade-off is that I'm now constantly
Jadi
getting
banyak
stopped for
yang
autographs while out
join
on
ya,
patrol. Not ideal, if you ask me.
okay.
Well, you were one of the leading roles after all.
So, did something happen?
Jadi gini.
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
Oh,
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
dia harus jadi ada bodyguard dong.
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The
Oh.
better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Dia sudah tahu Asam. Pakai kekerasan langsung.
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Oh, okay.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
Oh.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Oh. Ini Uther ini dalam masalah tapi. Mana?
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well,
When trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
Oke, semoga nggak ada masalah gede ya.
You know, Chevras, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
Iya, kan dekat banget ya.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to
Yes.
talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Maripede. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Set.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh,
Saling
Paimon gets
bantu.
it now?
Saling bantu ya.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself.
Melindungi orang lain dari teori itu sendiri ya tuh.
So, who got on her case this time? It's been a while since I last saw her that angry.
Waduh,
Oh, so this is what happened.
lama juga loh. Dia ngobrol-ngobrol di dalamnya. Dia ngobrol
Hah?
apa aja?
Uter, you say?
Hah.
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior.
Oke.
So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
Makanya tiba-tiba.
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Oh no.
Sure, but why?
Kenapa?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I
Buset.
just talked about.
Wah, Asem, dibawa keluar nggak tuh? GG guys.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Waduh, dia udah kena tuh.
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again.
Wah,
It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks.
waduh.
Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Buset.
Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Dia nggak tahu Asam kalau misalkan officer ini berpihak sama Chiori-nya sendiri ya.
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened.
Well,
Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal
cari
activity,
bukti
I
lah
would
ya.
hope.
Cari bukti ya.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Sepek Asam.
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
Hello. That's all from me. I'm sad as I hope that today event will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
Dia udah pergi.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon! How did he just go flying out like that?
Wow, such incredible strength.
You're too kind.
Dia pikir kita muji dia, tapi dia terlalu mengerikan.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
What happened to not doing anything?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Dia udah tahu Asam si Uther ini apa namanya
Insults
dam-damnya
and
kayak
threats
gimana.
so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Waduh.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence.
Iya, ngumpulin
And
bukti sih.
he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety.
Hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Buset.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I?
Buset.
It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
Dia dengar. Oh, dia juga tahu Asam. Kita ke Chioria Bed 20 dulu. Kemana tuh ya? Atas ya?
Yeah. We're back.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
Oh no.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Udah aman, udah aman.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way.
Dia
And
takut.
Miss Di Rusula can take the second half.
Buset.
With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal. You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Oh iya, dia mau balik ke Inazuma lagi.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
Buset.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier.
Mau pulang aja dikawal atau dikasih kawalan.
Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing. For my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Since he already talked to the patrol, iya.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
Let's go.
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days. I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house.
Wow.
That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chiori
Iya sih
brand.
pasti ada sih.
Yes?
Iya.
Well...
Pasti ada yang nggak tahu sih.
I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough.
Widih.
My goal is to make the Chiori brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
Gila.
All of it? Your business would have to get pretty huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chiori branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It
Widih.
has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often, but I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
Iya, kita bisa
I'm
bantu
sure
apa?
I could think of something.
What is that?
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me?
Oh,
Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
living mannequin. Let's go, deh.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it.
Got it.
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've already booked the models for that.
Oh,
If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
buset. Mau dong kalau dikasih di diskon.
Ooh, sounds great. Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Keren keren.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs.
Kids
I'll see you
design.
both tomorrow then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already she's not a little kid.
Wih. Tunggu besok. Iya dong, jam 6 pagi ya. Foto-foto dulu ya, kuy. foto-foto dulu lah. Let's take a photo together. Oke ya, bagus juga sih. Coba kita kasih nah, gila, jadi ada dua Chiori ya. Sekali lagi dah. Oke. Tunggu besok ya. Alessino gimana? Bentar lagi rilis. Gas lah. Alessino mah wajib diambil juga leh. Tapi nggak tahu sih bakal menang Red Off lagi atau enggak. Kita bisa masuk. By the way, welcome back. NH by the way.
Chiori, we're here!
Wih, kita di dalam tokonya Chiori. We're here.
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Oh ya, kepagian.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Hah?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Gile.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP.
Dikawal langsung sama
For the
Navia
second
juga.
leg, Spina also came with a pretty large group, led by Navia herself. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey.
Gila. Sama batu aja nggak ada loh di jalannya loh. Gila
I
banget.
even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Hah? Nggak menang Red Off, tinggal gesek lah. Astaga. Aku gacha weapon dulu sih, kabarnya bareng Lini. Hah? Maksudnya weaponnya si Alessino?
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends.
Wih.
Navia has a certain
Dia
resilience about
teman
her.
Navia teman baik
It's
ya.
part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Kalau di merek sekarang kan gamas. Oh, lu nabung PT dulu kah? Kalau di merek sekarang gamas. Sekalian nabung PT juga oke sih sebenarnya.
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes.
Tapi keren loh.
People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Senjatanya si Alessino tuh kayak sabit gitu kan, kayak sabitnya si dewa kematian gitu. Sama PTC tuh.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Especially if you've got your sights set on a market the size of
Kan
the
dia onesan banget ya. Dia udah kayak kakak tertua kita leh. Lucu ya.
Well, would you look at the time?
Oh on, let's get down to business. We're
Let's go.
here to model.
Gila, banyak banget nih desainnya.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits.
Wow.
Why don't you help me set up the shop displays in the meantime?
Oh iya, kita set up dulu lah.
Set them up? How exactly?
Oh, exactly.
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Okay.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Oke, kita akan membantu tokonya.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Bentar ya, aku pikir dulu Asem. Pengen lihat dulu aku. Hah? Kimono. Nah, beres nih.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design.
Yeah, we have an eye for design.
Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand. Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Oh,
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Lian.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh, no, nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
Asem, sembarangan di cancel. Asem, lu pikir ini udah mau kelar Asem. Dia mau cancel.
Cancel your order.
Wah, nggak bener nih.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne?
Iya.
Have your plans changed?
Why gitu loh? Why?
It's alright. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Oh, dia nggak mau bikin pusing ya?
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Aduh.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Dia baik loh sebenarnya si Chiori. Dia baik banget Asem. Nggak mau menekan gitu.
Is it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now? I
Aneh sih.
wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
Iya, kenapa dia mau cancel loh?
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency.
Dia
an
muter
important payday
dasar
falling through,
indie.
Lovers quarrel. No one to take you to the ball.
Singsap.
I've pretty much heard it all.
Iya loh. Ini.
Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Ya udah sih ya. Oke.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on Fashion Week, right?
More time to work on fashion.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
Ada yang masuk lagi dong?
Is Miss Chiori in?
Waste?
I am.
Waste?
How can I help you?
How can I help?
I'd like to return this item.
Hah? Kok pada balikin aja?
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
What? Dia mau balikin barang terus dia mau minta refund. What?
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
Dia cuma butuh duit sih kayaknya.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Pada pengen balikin. What?
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
Iya, pada minta dibalikin, pada minta refund.
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Asam difitnah dong nih tokonya ya. Yang manusia-manusia kurang ajar udah dibuat makanya itu Asam nggak bener Asam. Pasti ada orang di balik semua ini ya. This shop is nothing more than black market front. Tuh kan ada yang ini ya, ada yang fitnah shop
Calm
ini.
down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chiori, a boutique, has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
What?
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
Underground factories.
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means,
Dari awal
go
udah
ahead and hand
dirahasiaan
over
loh.
your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Buset, refund full price dong. Nani, terlalu gimana gitu ya? Asem. Itu udah jadi second Asem.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Langsung close dong.
Got it.
Wah, nggak bener. Event udah kelar. Belum. Ada event ya? These rumors.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried.
Habis ini lah ya paling.
No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days.
Atau besok pagi aja ya?
The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
Event Red Potion. Belum. Aku masih belum kelar itu. Itu udah ini kah? Aduh, aku masih belum kelar lagi. Itu cepat nggak? Atau lumayan lama? If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Why?
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
Asam. Supaya nggak mau nge-supply barang lagi ke sini.
What? No accessories?
Aksesoris
Not
nggak-
even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those
ada
nasty
Lucifer, halo.
rumors?
Iya. Rumornya tuh, aduh.
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means no brooches,
Oh,
no
no.
bow ties, things like that?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. All the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
Oh no.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
Alof, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
We'll go with you.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank
Asem
you.
nih.
In that case, please come with me.
Ada yang nyebarin rumor buruk Asem sama toko Chiori Bounty Q ini. Jauh banget kak.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Belum tahu sih.
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable... Oh, never!
Astaga, malah jatuh, Cok. Itu tiba-tiba ada event. Tiba-tiba ada scene gini apa-apaan, Asem?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Kocak.
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
Kita mau minta penjelasan sih.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
Apa tuh?
I
Belum.
don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
What?
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them.
Iya.
Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different.
Different.
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this
Ada yang
for a
bagi-bagiin ke
very long time.
setiap rumah loh. Ada yang bagi-bagiin rumor apa surat kabar itu loh.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this
Gila.
time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
What sort of photo?
Foto apa?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street
Oh
yesterday.
no.
Yesterday? Wait, that means...
Pas kamu apa buang si Uther keluar itu.
Uter again.
Uther.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Kita baca cepat aja lah ya. Panjang juga ya. Wah, gila sih. Dia cantumin ini dong. Berarti ada orang yang melihat itu. Yang aduh.
Behind the scenes, the true Chioria boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail,
Tapi niat loh mereka.
provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
Demi menjatuhkan Chiori Wintik ini
I
mereka.
don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be
Ada foto
the
ya.
clear aggressor.
But Uther harassed Chiori first.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
That little shit.
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort.
Oh.
They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud.
Wah, berat nih.
Once tainted, it can never be washed clean.
Oh.
They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this, but my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
Dia nggak mau kena dampaknya, makanya dia tuh mau mundur aja. Aduh.
I understand.
Berat banget rasanya, dia udah nggak ada supplier yang ini lagi
Let
dong.
me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori,
Aksesoris.
for old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
Oh my god.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Oh iya.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Oh.
Well, fair enough. Then
Dap
I
Jawa dong.
suppose all that's left
Aku
to
nggak
say
bisa.
is
Tem.
best of luck.
Mana ada Tem
As
dap
for
Jawa
the
di sini.
models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Tem, kalau ada juga aku nggak mau, Tem, jelek kan udah ke dap Jawa.
Understood. Take care.
Ini gimana ini ya?
So,
Ada di sentra dong. Oh, itu di
what
saya.
should
Halo
we
di
do
sentra.
now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
Oh my god.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room.
Iya.
I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Iya, aku udah kena jebakan, Le.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Ini gimana ya mempertahankan ini lagi loh? Ada Charlotte.
Traveler, Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Kamu ngapain?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
Iya.
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory.
Oh, dia
Unfortunately,
juga
not all
di
papers in
pihak kita
Fontaine
nih.
share our same
si
sense
Charlotte.
of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera,
Oh.
Monsieur Verite.
Dia orangnya baik loh kan. Monsieur Verite.
Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
Dia baru pergi dia.
She was just here. Maybe she went over there? Let's go check.
Kita cek lah ya. Dia mau kemana nih Chiori-nya? Kita
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce. Oh no, we've lost her.
Dia kemana ya?
Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense. sense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
This is all Tear's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
Oh.
Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
Dia kemana ya?
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there
Mungkin
then.
dia ada di tokonya sih, iya. Coba kita balik ke tokonya ya.
I laugh, we're back!
Halo.
Oh, who's this?
Siapa nih?
This is Miss Letitia.
Hello,
She's also
Letitia.
here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're
iya.
returning that dress too?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on
Nggak
my
bisa
wedding
pakai
day.
ya?
Why?
My fiance owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chiori Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
Terus kenapa?
And then something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
Oh, nggak bisa bayar untuk dressnya kah?
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything.
Oh.
She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chiori dress on my wedding day.
Wah, cukup loh deposit yang dulu itu tuh ya.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Why?
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Oh iya.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the
Terus?
issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Wah.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Oh, itu kualitasnya tuh lebih mahal daripada yang seharusnya dia bayar ya?
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back.
Wah,
The fabric, accessories, beading, construction.
highest quality
It was
dong.
all of the highest quality.
Wah.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more powerful than all those lies combined.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Dia kemana?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss
Oh iya,
Letitia,
kita cari
and
si
you two
Chiori
can
ya.
go look for Miss Chiori.
All right, sounds good.
Let's go. Chiori kemana nih? Jauh lagi dia. Semoga dia tidak kenapa-napa. Dia kemana? Oh no, Chiori.
There you are, Chiori.
Uh-huh.
how did you know where I... Aloft told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Wanna sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
It's pretty high up.
Don't worry. I'll catch you if you fall.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Wih sih bang, nitip sandal dan like. Oh thank you Lele dan Belut. Namanya Lele dan Belut. Thank you, thank you.
Whoa, Paimon would have never
Cakep banget ya.
imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things.
Ini cakep banget loh, Asem. Bentar.
On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me.
Waduh.
Not even to do grunt
Awal
work.
masih belum terlalu ya.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Wah, kegagalan bisa ini dong. Dia udah belajar dari kegagalan terus loh.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely.
Wah. Bentar.
Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
And dream of wearing one of at her her
Oh,
wedding.
you mean Letitia?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers.
Oh.
Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Wih, akhirnya dia semangat lagi.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Gila, dia optimis banget ya. Wih, keren banget.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara.
Bukti ya.
Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring, I won't stop her either. I know where Uter's clothing factory is located. It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Kita cari bukti di sana ya, di toko si Uther.
Sounds good. We'll come with. As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So
When did this become an either-or situation? Find incriminating evidence or participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
Buset.
But your accessories. Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea, I can't help but remember Inazuma and the vow I made in front of those masters. Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
Oh, itu ide buat aksesorisnya. Woi.
Got what?
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori, wait, hold up!
Wait.
Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us!
Wow. Dalam air bisa ngomong tanpa keselak ya guys ya.
Enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area.
Ini air fonten ini khusus dibuat untuk ini loh. Jadi kita bisa bernapas di dalam air. Nggak tahu udah air apa ini, tapi ya udahlah ya. Terima aja.
Chiori, will these do?
Bisa ngomong bener dong.
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Gimana cara ngomongnya tapi ya?
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget, we've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back.
Oh, buat bahan desainnya dong. Keren loh. Kita udah balik ke tokonya Chiori ya.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
From the beginning?
I should be able to make it if I skip out on sleep.
Sampai skip tidur.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is giving Paimon major
Sound
deja
pretty
vu?
similar to one we'll have Ganyu. Ini kayak sama kayak Ganyu ya.
Ganyu? Who's that?
A friend of ours who does way too much overtime.
Too much overtime, yes.
Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're not gonna convince Paimon otherwise.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work.
Oh.
All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first Fashion Week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see.
We can have what?
I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
All of it? Tear up? What?
You got it! Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. Tear them all up.
Dirobek semua? Wait, what?
When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show.
Wait.
I used the larger pieces for the base fabric and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
Sayang banget atau ini semua.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Buset.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
Wait.
Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Ini seriusan? Oh no. Awesome.
Good job. That should do it.
Well?
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop.
Jadi gini, Navia. Jadi gini.
Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Chill up. Chill.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
Boss, please go easy on us. Jadi gini.
What is this?
Bilang.
Opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
Ya, dia serem sih. The name of Tabibito. The name is Tabibito-san.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here.
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
Dia mau membantu deh.
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Dia mau ngedesain kostum baru lagi ya.
Oh, no problem.
Untuk fashion
I've got
itu.
a few of those guys all ready to go.
Untuk event fashion.
I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
Oh, dia memanggil si Lynette sama Lynette, okay.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Gitu kayak jahat banget langsung kita, what the hell?
Not this again.
Pengen foto dulu sih. Mau foto-foto dulu pas kali. Bentar, aku mau foto-foto sekali dulu lah. Tapi bagus sih tempatnya. Dua Chiori ya. Coba dia berdiri di sini. Kayak udah lah ya. Bentar. Kita harus cepat beresin asal ini. Udah jam 6. Berarti selama yang mau buka puasa, selama buka puasa. Selamat berbuka. Di mana tuh, jauh banget. Wait. Sini telepon aja langsung. Kita akan manggil Lini dan Linet deh. Oh, di tempatnya si Freder. Freminet.
Great, you're both here.
Wih, halo.
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return the favor.
Oh, para pengen bantu dia loh, mantap.
Oh, perfect. She was the one who sent us.
Let's go.
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help. Just say the word and we'll take care of it.
Okay, so it's like this.
Jadi gini. Ya,
Is that all we'll need to do?
Yes.
Should be a piece of cake for the two of us.
Oh, di.
Paimon's glad to hear it. Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some evidence for all the bad stuff Uterra's been doing,
langsung
right?
ke pabriknya, langsung lihat
Chiori said
bukti
we
ya.
shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the new designs.
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her, she wants to first beat Uter fair and square at the show, and then defeat him in the court of public opinion. She said that it'd be like...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first, confrontation second.
Yeah, something
Dia
like that.
tahu lah mereka udah dekat banget sama si Chiori ya.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
2 days.
All right, we're counting on you. Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Uter's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence then. Oh, Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Semoga dia tidak sampai nggak tidur lah. Tunggu 2 hari. Gila banget. Aduh, apakah sudah buka puasa? Let's go makan. Tering, lama banget nih, baru sehari loh. Tering. Udah. Kemana ke bawah? Oh, ke bawah tanah kah? Oh, kita mau ke tempatnya si Uter ya. Di mana nih?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah.
Chiori, how are the new outfits coming along? You look kind of tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Olaf.
Udah mau beres dong?
We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uter has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just...
His factory is usually open to the public. It may not be open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can stop by for a tour. We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
Well, when you put it that way...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there.
Oh, itu.
Let's hurry up and get moving.
Let's go, Le.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments,
Wih.
he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know. Maybe the rent here is cheap.
All right. Ooh, it's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make a good point.
Creepy ya.
Let's all be on our guard.
Oke, kita langsung ke ketuanya.
Yep. Yep.
Oh. Wah, harus pakai geo ya dia. Pakai ini aja kita. Harus pakai geo kan? Let's go. Serem banget sama nih. Factory-nya serem ini dong.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
Sepi bener. Sepi bener atau? Oh, kira di sini ada cas-cas atau apa? Nggak ada ya. Ini pokoknya jebakan lagi nih. Ini apa?
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please follow me, dear guests.
Buset.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Teknologinya udah ini banget, gila banget.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Uter seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
Ini udah keren loh.
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please take a look around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems like Uter's workspace, all right. Let's see what...
Hah? Apa? Marketnya search humor apa? All design, nothing stress about them. Makanya ini nggak ada yang aneh dong. The courier sell electricity in the morning via...
These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
Ini kita dijebak. Jadi ini dong kayak penjara dong. Musiknya.
Seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Let's move out. Look out! There are guards here!
Kok kita pakai yang trial ya? Lebih bagus kayaknya. Enggak asem. Iya deh, CD-nya lebih gede. Wah, asem. Pakai Uraku Misugiri ya. C3 ya, GG sih. GG sih. Itu ada chest. Itu ada apa? Oke, udah. Bang, saya 7 Hydro udah level 9. Hydro Plus kurang 14 lagi, tapi dicari pakai Hydro Plus 9 kok nggak ada, Bang. Itu kamu cari di Hoyolab aja. Biasanya aku cari di Hoyolab.
Stabilize. Hold the line. Covenant of the Deep.
Kamu pernah cari di Hoyolab? Oke, ini udah. Enggak, di sini ada lantai atasnya doh. Oh, emang enggak bisa. Bisa kok ini. Ini ditutup loh. Di sini ada apa ya? Aku lagi menjelajah loh ini loh. Gak ada apa-apa kayaknya. Gak ada apa-apa. Gak ada chest atau gak ada apa ya? Kalau dari Hoyolab malas ngulang itu emang harus gitu sih biar ketemu semua. Aku dulu juga kayak begitu. Sekarang juga sih. Serem banget asem. Aku tapi malah nggak lama kok, itu harusnya nggak lama ya. Tapi kalau pakai Hydroculus juga nggak ada apa deh. Hydroculus apa? Hydroculus Restoran. Ya ini serem banget asem ini.
Look over there.
Ooh, that water looks super nasty.
Airnya kotor banget.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter.
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch. He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Wah, bahan-bahannya kotor nih.
Should the clothes made here even be...
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrifying. Let's take some photos right away as
Ini
evidence.
bukti nih. Ya nggak ada, padahal ada telusuri sampai ujung gua bawah tanah. Buset, lu udah kebuka semuanya. Keren banget ah. Iya, itu mau nggak mau ini sih. Mau nggak mau harus pakai Hoyolab sih.
This way he won't be able
Biar
to try and
ketemu
deny
semuanya.
anything in court. All right, let's keep going.
Oh.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
Rise!
Bentar ya. Nunggu ini lama nih. Di sana ada cas nggak ya? Kayaknya nggak ada cas ya. No. Oh itu ada cas. Itu cas bukan tuh? Ini apa? Sebenarnya udah 100% semua konten, mungkin ada yang ketinggalan, mau nggak mau pakai Hoyolab cuma mager. Ya itu adalah cara terakhir sih pakai Hoyolab itu. Nggak ada asem. Aku pengen cari CS loh. Di sini di bawah sini ada sesuatu nggak ada. Mau nggak mau kita lewat sini. Enggak ada tes ya. Bang, lihat Chiorinya ini. Cute ya. Halo Rick and Roll by the way. Cute banget ya. Jatuh aku langsung.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse.
Tapi ini bukan Chioriku sih.
And it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been
Ditutup dong. Dia mau menjebak kita di sini dong.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't
Saya pakai apa, Bang? Aku sih pakainya attack ya. Chiori. Itu yogurt
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
Oh. Mereka tuh sebenarnya dulunya tuh teman, partner.
You're practically at each other's throats. Now you're telling us you used to work together?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion.
Better mana attack sama defense, Bang? Tergantung artifact. Kalau misalkan artifactmu, aku biasanya pakai 2 yang attack persen sama yang khusus opulent ini ya, apa namanya yang 30% defense itu. Si House of Opulent Dream.
We both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads.
Tapi bagus sih kalau defense sih sebenarnya. Defense kalau misalnya defense mau lebih gede plus 30% juga makin gede loh.
But with every criticism we received and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week,
aku pakai 4
he
host,
came to the
partinya
conclusion
full
that we
geo.
wouldn't be able to make the
Saya
designs
pakai
we
apa
always
tuh?
dreamed of, and we parted ways.
Kalau aku sih pakainya tuh yang antara attack persen atau defense persen sih. Kalau misalkan mau yang benar-benar gigi ya. Tapi kalau misalkan energi recharge-mu kurang, pakai energi charge paling.
For my part, I gambled it all and devoted everything I had to that one week.
Bentar, sen ya?
I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of.
Wait ya, biar aku lihat
In the end,
yang punya aku dulu, bentar.
Well,
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened Chiori Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
Habis dia buka tokonya, aduh, dia jadi ini dong.
Jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Iya, dia iri doang, sirik.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first.
Okay.
Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
Cari bukti lagi.
There are some control panels over there. Look.
Iya. Ini kan punya komputer, ini punya aku. Kalau aku sih sense-nya pakai attack. Tapi di sini juga ada defense aku. Aku kan mikirnya tuh kan di make Chiori itu berdasarkan attack sama defense. Jadi sebenarnya butuh 2 ini, tapi kamu harus lihat ada ini juga kritik CR sama CDM. Sebenarnya aku 2 khusus Opulent Dream sama ini sih. Yang ada attack persen. Karena aku ngincar selain incar CDM sama CR-nya, aku juga ngincar attack persen sama defense persen. Jadi biar gede. Nah nih. Ini aku salah sih, sebenarnya terlalu gede sih ini CR-ku. Aku nanti mau kurangin dikit lah CR-ku. Jadi CDM. Soalnya kegedean itu. Ini darah lebih dikit ya. Punya aku darah lebih dikit loh by the way.
If you really like
Enggak Geo di
standing
make
around
bonus.
like this,
Belum.
then why don't you just model for
Belum
me?
jadi.
I'll
Nanti
design some wonderful clothes for you.
nanti kalau udah jadi baru aku bilang sih. Ini masih mencari arti yang bagus lagi sih. Kalau Geo mungkin lebih bagus. Karena Geo tuh kan bikin dia jadi DPS nanti. Ini apa ya?
Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything. That didn't do anything either.
Apa?
Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
This is order. Ini mah udah pasti sakit ya. Karena ini C3 Asem
Look over
punya
there.
komputer.
Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Cara naiknya kan gimana?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized
Lewat sini kah?
intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Nggak ada tes kan ya?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Oh, ada tes. Enggak geodeme bonus. Kalau arti yang baru yang ini pas sih, yang ini. Dia pakai noblesse dong, astaga nih. Ini nih Hoyoverse ini nggak jauh-jauh dari noblesse asal. Yang bagus tuh ini Nectar Whisper in the Echoing Words, ini bagus. Tapi sih kita nggak ambil. Kalau misalkan kalau misalnya kamu C6 baru boleh ambil ini full sih. Kalau misalkan aku sih nggak sarankan karena kita butuh di map dari defense sama attack-nya. Jadi mending ini dua ini sama dua ini. Pokoknya kita gedein aja CR/CDM dulu 1/2. Baru kita naikin CR/CDM kita. Ini udah mau. Aku udah nggak ada, aku belum ada arti yang bagus lagi ya. Aku belum ada arti yang bagus lagi ya.
Unauthorized intruders
Kemana ya?
entering expulsion mode.
Oh, kita masuk kan ya? Ah. Oh, ke situ. Always no. Selalu.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning.
Oh.
Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
Terus naik ke sana kah?
Warning. Warning.
Hampir.
Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
Oh. Sabar.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
Oh. Terus apa tuh? Masuk ke bawah. Oh my god. Wih.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take
Akhirnya.
this evidence and get out of here.
Get out of here. Oh, itu dia buktinya. Akhirnya kita keluar loh.
Finally, the entrance. At last.
What?
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
Wah, orang jahat.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Uter.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
What?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chiori Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Uter. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices.
Di roasting atau?
Regret giving up on your dream. So this whole thing, Uter, it's pathetic.
Pathetic? Why don't you take a look in the mirror? You're a fool daydreaming about taking all of Tibet by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
Buset, kasar banget deh.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
You!
Pakai pistol. Chiori, you go first.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
But he has a gun.
Dia punya pistol.
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
Stay safe.
Catch
Dia
up with us
solo.
soon.
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chiori brand.
Hot banget ya. Badass. Dia solo.
The Chiori brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chiori Boutique has prepared for you today.
Lucu.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chiori brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
Did Chiori not?
Oh, bonekanya.
Lights, cameras, over here, please.
Let the show begin.
The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chiori will remain the same. No challenge
Gila,
is
bagus
too
banget
great.
desainnya.
Chiori caters to no one, not even the times. Rather, Chiori will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget.
Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand.
Gila,
Well
bagus
then,
banget,
I
gila.
suppose all that's left to say is Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
Wah. The best designer, bro. Gila, desainnya bagus banget itu. Aku pengen skinnya dong. Aku mau skinnya dong, itu munculin dong nih Hoyoverse.
How about this?
Asam, aku pengen asam itu skinnya. Itu bisa di ini bisa di request kayak sama ini ya, sama Hoyoverse ya.
A little more to the left. Like this?
Miss Universe
Perfect.
Teva. Itu serem, keren banget atau?
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
Oh,
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own?
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
the hangry.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Oh yeah, bukti yang kita kumpulin.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Let's go.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite.
Oh.
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
Aku mau kostum baru.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About
yeah.
that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you. So
Buset.
you can just get in and we'll push it all the way out of Fontaine.
Sama si Navianya.
What? No, that's so embarrassing. Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course.
Severus.
Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Shivers, we can explain!
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you? You nearly scared me half to death.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
Dia juga mau join atau?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of
Oh
anxiety.
iya, biar ada persiapan ya.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Cendre, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
Wih.
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so
Wah, dia
you
punya
all go
dia
have
ada
fun.
kerjaan lagi dong.
Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Wenger on the way here. He had a message for you.
Wenger, siapa tuh?
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Shelvrus.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right. Follow me if you want in on the
Wih,
celebration
ditraktir
feast.
sama
Come
ini
on,
dong.
we're leaving.
sama Spina.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view?
Hmm?
I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late.
Oh.
There's something I'd like to give you.
Apa tuh?
A place with a view?
Yang tinggi tuh ya?
Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
Dia pengen ketemu kita di sana buat apa ya? Jauh tuh asem 600 meter di sini. Ini yang terakhir apa dia? Dia pengen ketemu kita di sini buat apa ya?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chiori Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon
Dia
gets
juga
one as
dapat
well?
loh bronze. Wih.
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
I'll take good care of it.
You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side.
Wow.
There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something. Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chiori Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Tapi ini bagus loh ini. Aku pengen ini dah.
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual.
Tapi keren sih dia.
I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Dia pengennya makan atau si Paimon. Haya.
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Gila, dia mau menghabiskan waktu melihat pemandangan sebarang kita loh. Hammock Burns, Woven Ray. Keren loh ya. Thank you yang udah nonton. So guys, selamat beristirahat. Aku sekalian heal ya. Oke, Orsu dulu. Ini udah beres ya? Toy Story-nya Chiori. Bersih des. Yeay. Aku berarti Orsu dulu ya. Selamat beristirahat semuanya. Orsu Karisma Desa, bye bye. Bye. Orsu semua, Orsu.